something.
It's time for Around the Ozarks in 5. Brought to you by the Butterfly Palace and Rainforest Adventure, Adventure Cave Tours, and Talking Rocks Cavern. Here are your hosts, Ethan and Sarah Foreheads.
And here we are at a different venue. We are on a little holiday, as they say in Britain. We're just on a little trip down to Big Cedar. You can see the fireplace behind us for a little time off, which is nice. And we're going to be doing some news here, right?
Yeah. I mean, and it's a beautiful cabin, so I feel like it works out well.
Nice,
we are sharing a camera, sharing a microphone. That makes things a little bit more challenging, but
And
at
intimate.
least it's an intimate. This is how we normally sit.
At restaurants.
At restaurants, of course, on the same side of the table. I sit by him in the truck, not in my own seat, but in the one right next to him.
Let's do some news.
All right, we will begin with this. 2 people from Nixa are accused of drug trafficking in Nixa. The 35-year-old man and 26-year-old woman are each charged with 10 felonies. Police say large amounts of drugs, including fentanyl and cocaine, were found at the house that they were in. The bust at the house happened after police stopped another person. That person had heroin on them and told police where they bought it.
So that's how they track down the people with all of it, right?
Right.
Interesting. This is a story that you heard about in Springfield. The Glendale High School teacher who was recorded in class saying a racial slur is no longer with the Springfield Public School District. The district said the teacher is, quote, no longer employed, end quote, by SPS. A statement from SPS also touched on the student who recorded the video and what the student handbook says about inappropriate use of electronic devices, saying student discipline is confidential according to federal law, but adding that the district appropriately and promptly handled all matters related to what occurred at Glendale.
All right, you've probably seen some fireworks from parents and coaches at kids' sports games, but how about the umpire? An umpire was arrested this past weekend in Camden County. The sheriff's office says that deputies were called out to the ballpark's National in Max Creek on Saturday to respond to a disturbance involving an umpire and the parent of one of the players. Things quickly went south. Apparently, the ump didn't like being questioned by the deputies. Authorities say that he started to walk off, wouldn't give his name, and don't know how the whole struggle ensued, but essentially the umpire got the deputy down into a chokehold on the ground.
Yikes. In front of everybody.
In front of everyone. The umpire, we now know, was Neil Allen Sidebottom. He was arrested and charged with first-degree assault. 56-year-old man from Versailles.
Man, that's you wouldn't think it would be the umpire, but I'll tell you, I do feel for umpires because it's a tough gig.
I feel for umpires too, but I thought you were about to be like, but I've been that parent who wanted to punch somebody in the face.
No, you know what I've noticed about, and our kids play, our boy plays soccer. But the referees now for soccer games, I mean, he's 10, and I'm pretty sure the referees are about 12. They're 12 or 13. I mean, it's crazy. And this is up in Kansas City, too, for fairly good-sized tournaments. There must be a shortage because, honestly, who wants to do that job? Parents yell at you. Oh, please. Parents yell at you. You can't win, and I don't think it pays all that much.
Yeah, I kind of think it'd be fun, though. I don't know. I don't know.
I don't see you lining up to do it.
Yeah.
I do think it'd be good for the kids to do as they get to be 12 years old enough to referee.
Yeah.
Apparently a game because it's good experience for them. I think in my experience, you need an adult in the middle, the main referee, and then the linesmen can be kids because they're calling in and out.
Yeah.
And things
well,
like
this was baseball, not soccer, but same principle.
Same principle.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then you have swimming, which our girls are competitive swimmers, and you just have a judge that will disqualify you. No questions asked, no explanation
you
given.
Can't yell at them.
You're just out. Yeah.
It's your own kid's fault.
All right. Now to this, an 80-year-old bridge near West Springfield is soon to be no more. So if you feel a connection with a Pickerel Creek Bridge, the I-44 bridge goes over it. It is part of a much bigger plan to replace or repair 25 bridges across the state in 3 years. As we told you, crews are working on it right now, so traffic is slowed right there on I-44 at Halltown. Crews are first building the crossover lanes and then the bridge will come down entirely, and then they will build a new one. There you go.
Yeah, that's how that works. But
Yeah.
it's one lane, and
You know the ones,
I-44.
yes.
Yeah.
All right. We told you about the big food drive that was happening, and now we can say thank you for your generosity in a big way to help people in our area in need. You all donated, and by all, I mean everyone, 15 tons of
Wow.
food during the Stamp Out Hunger food drive this past weekend. Mail carriers across the country help pick up those donations. So that's amazing. Then they gather it all together. And the Salvation Army was one of many big beneficiaries. And now they want you to come volunteer at the Salvation Army either today or tomorrow in order to get all of that food sorted. They said just show up between 9 a.m. and 3 p.m. You don't need to call. You don't need to do any sort of like pre-registry. Just show up to the Salvation Army today or tomorrow between 9 and 3. Of course, it's at Chestnut and Kansas Expressways. You can get those groceries sorted so that they can get them bagged and handed out.
Okay. Yeah, big donations.
That's a lot. 15 tons of food.
It means a lot of work.
A lot
I mean,
of work.
it's great.
Yes.
But it means a lot of work. They need volunteers, and God bless the mail carriers for carrying that stuff back to their trucks.
Yes,
and
that's
then
heavy.
bringing it to be dropped off. This is interesting. Turns out scooters have been pretty popular in Springfield since becoming available in September of last year. So now they're becoming available to a larger area. That means instead of being contained just to the downtown Springfield area, and
The rent ones, the ones that you
Yeah,
rent.
yeah.
Okay.
And
in my
they're-
mind, I was thinking what is it called? Kiss My Gas. I always thought that was a good name for a scooter
Oh,
shop.
Yeah, you got to buy those. No, this is the rental scooters that are available mainly downtown and around college campuses. Now they're going to be expanded out to the Bass Pro Shops and Mercy Hospital. What are you laughing at?
the name of that shop. It's just funny.
It is funny.
I chuckle when
It's
I drive
clever.
by it.
It's a play on words.
Really? What
It's a play on
you
words.
think?
Yeah. Because since they started back in September, the scooters have been rented almost 30,000 times. So that's a fair amount.
That is a
Because
lot.
I see them a lot when I'm driving through. I don't see people on them a lot, but hey, people are riding them. I know
Apparently.
that. Governor Parson is touting an Australian company that's planning its first ever out-of-country plant, and the plant is going to be in Rogersville, Mo. Kelly Tillage is planning an agricultural machinery manufacturing plant for Rogersville that will create 22 jobs and cost about $2 million to build. This Kelly Tillage makes systems that help farmers prepare seed beds and control weeds. So that's a pretty good deal. Good for Rogersville. Out of the entire country, really around the world, Australia picked Rogersville Mo.
That's cool.
Yeah, that's cool. And then there's this. One of the greatest quarterbacks in history is coming to speak at Missouri State University. Joe Montana. He will speak on September 26th at MSU's Public Affairs Conference. He, of course, was a winning quarterback in 4 Super Bowls and is an NFL Hall of Famer.
Very good.
Yeah.
The Ozark Mountain Daredevils are planning another big concert. This one will feature the Springfield Symphony Orchestra. That'll be fun. It's going to be at the Mansion Theater in Branson on August 19th. Only that night, one night only, August 19th. Tickets go on sale Friday morning, as of this week, Friday morning at 10 a.m. at the Mansion Theater box office, or you can go online, themansiontheater.com.
And theater is TRE at the end.
Yes.
Not the Ozarks Theater.
The real way to spell it.
Not the Ozarks way of spelling theater. And most of America's way of spelling theater. Boy, the Daredevils are doing well. They've got that 4th of July deal
In DC?
on the National
The National Mall. How cool is that,
That's
by the way?
unbelievably cool. And now they got this concert with Springfield Symphony Orchestra. Good for them. You may have heard about this. The new movie Oppenheimer, it's coming out this summer. It's about the creation of the atomic bomb that was used to end World War II. Well, now we know that some of the props that are being used in the movie were purchased in Springfield at Relics Antique Mall way back in January of 2022. They've been sitting on this news for this long, and they can finally release it. Relics owner says they bought everything from antique oak filing cabinets, which are cool. I saw a picture of them, to vintage Craftsman bandsaw. We're not sure exactly how they picked Springfield to come here and buy those things, but somebody must know Springfield because they did. Oppenheimer hits theaters in July.
That's exciting. All right, we'll give you a quick forecast. Today, Tuesday, mostly cloudy, high is 70, 30% chance of rain. I had to do weather in college and it was awful.
Okay.
I could never point east or west in the right direction because everything's backwards on a camera.
I do know that. That's awful.
That's yes. So anyway, I'm like,
we need a professional weather person.
Maybe we'll get one of those.
So tomorrow
coming to a podcast near you.
77, 0% chance of rain tomorrow, Thursday, Friday.
Why did you even say it if there's
90,
a 0% chance?
Because I want them to know.
This is how bad
the meteorologists are betting on it. They're saying it's not possible. There's zero chance that this. We're betting it all on this. So I'm kind of hoping it rains a little bit. Just to say, you can't ever be sure. You always hedge your bet. There's like a 5% chance. Then they could say, "Oh well,
you said there was 5.
You were under the 5." If you say 0, I'm holding you to it. Right?
All right. Yeah. There you go. All right. Have a great day. Thanks for joining us.
We'll see you back here tomorrow night.
Bye.